Welcome back to another one, guys. So I'm out here in the garage again. It is cold, but it's actually one of the nicer days. It was 50 degrees earlier this morning. Now it's getting chillier and I need to do something to the car. I got some parts I want to throw on it. We're going to go through some of the parts that I wanted to throw on, and then I actually found some extra ones that I'm just going to put on there anyway. So to start off, we got some Speed Factory goodies, obviously, like it's in the title of this video. So if you've been on this channel for a while, you've pretty much seen, you know, the whole engine bay. It's not even a transformation, just some upgrades from the engine bay and how it looks. One thing that's always bothered me is like bolts. I like clean bolts, and so one I guess substitution that I did was I got rid of the stock bolts and I actually went with some M6 aluminum bolts that were black. I wanted black bolts. I didn't want like something that I don't know how I want to say it. I didn't want to stand out too much. I kind of wanted to blend in. So these are actually, they're still M6 bolts, but they use an 8mm head, and I didn't like that because I got to use an 8 for this, then I got to use a special Allen socket for that, and they were just mixed matched. And after a while, I was kind of getting bored of them, and I looked into Speed Factory, and Speed Factory actually has they call it their Fender washer kit. So yeah, it's a Fender washer hardware kit. So you get they're titanium M6 bolts with their Fender washers. And so I got to thinking, well, this is all the same. M6 bolt is an M6 bolt, so why not get like 2 kits, because they give you 6, so 3 for one side of the fender, 3 for the other side of the fender. Why not get 6 or 2 kits to get some extra bolts, put them on the headlights, put them on the fenders, and we're going to just change the hardware, just something slight to make it look good. And it was a Black Friday deal, so I wanted to get that. I got one installed right now just to give you an idea, and I definitely like it. So it does stand out a little more than the black, but it's not like in your face. It's kind of just, it flows nicely. So, you know, you're looking at it like this, you notice it, but it's not what you're staring at. I don't know how to explain it. I like it though. It's clean. It's a lot cleaner. So we're going to do this one. We're going to do, obviously, the fender bolts up there. This one I can't really do because it has it's for my hood strut. These are kind of old. They're kind of blown out. They need to be replaced. If anybody wants to give me a Christmas gift, I need some new hood struts because they're ugly looking. But this bolt here, this screw, it's actually a screw. There's no threads on the bottom. It has a plastic insert for the screw to thread into. We're going to be taking that plastic insert out, and we're going to be putting a Rivnut in there like we did when we did the fuel pump cover. If you guys haven't seen that video with the carbon accents, I'll leave a card for that video. But I want to use a fender washer bolt there. So we're going to take that out, screw Speed Factory hardware there, and then we're also going to be taking this one out. So that way we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. That should clean this section on both sides. I loosened up the bumper and actually took the headlight out slightly just so you guys can see this corner screw that I'm talking about, and the plastic insert that it has and how easy it is to take out. And we're going to Rivnut. I'll put it on camera again. We'll Rivnut that. Under your headlight tab right here, this is the insert. All you got to do is, let's see if I can do it right now. You just got to flip one side up there. You just pop right out. So you just kind of put one finger underneath and squeeze it, and it'll pop out. So we're going to get a Rivnut that fits right in there. Put it right in, and then we can use the same Speed Factory bolts, which they're all going to be 10mm. So that's what I want. I want it to be easy. If I ever have to take stuff apart, one socket takes all these bolts off. There we go. Now we have matching hardware for these 3. All that's left is the one fender bolt up on the top, and then I'll finish this whole side, and then we can move on to actually the valve cover hardware, because I have Speed Factory valve cover hardware, and this is the titanium, or the burnt one. I mean, I should have mentioned, you guys can tell this is the raw version. I wanted to go to raw. The burnt was cool, but I'm kind of over it. So I have, also on Black Friday, I bought the same hardware, but just in the raw version. There we go. So we got all the fender bolts on. We got that side done with the corner coming down to the headlight, all down here. This is all done. That side you guys saw, that's all done. Our valve cover hardware that was switched from burnt titanium to now raw titanium, and I'm actually loving this a lot more. It just looks a lot better with everything else in this engine bay. So I'm happy with this choice. I should have done this a long time ago instead of going with the burnt. I still have burnt Speed Factory titanium intake studs. Those are a pain to get to, so I didn't buy those because I don't feel like taking this manifold off yet. But whenever I do decide to take this motor out, because the motor is going to come out again eventually in the future, I want to respray the engine bay because there's overspray from the paint job. You guys can kind of tell. That's why it's a little dull. When the motor comes out, I'll replace those studs. But moving on to the next piece that I want to replace, I'm actually going to put the Drag Cartel VTC screen cover thing on the head, whatever you guys want to call it. I picked this up not on Black Friday, but I picked it up on a big sale when I went to Tri-State. They were having one of their big blowout sales. I kind of went looking and I just picked up a couple random things. So found it again. It's just sitting here. Let's replace it. Just note, when you are going to remove this VTC screen cover on the side of the head, you are going to lose some oil. Make sure you have a rag. I got just a microfiber underneath, so that way the oil, when it does start to leak, it's going to leak into the rag. I can catch that. And because this is a screen, when you get your Drag Cartel piece, ooh, big glare. When you get your Drag Cartel cover, it actually gives you a screen with it, so you don't even have to worry about buying a screen. It already comes with it. So we're just going to pull this off. Try to do it kind of quickly so that way we don't lose too much oil and make too much of a mess. Once you get the bolts off, it might be a little stuck. You might have to just try to wiggle it off. Okay, there we go. So that's how you can see the oil's coming right out. Drag Cartel gives you new bolts with it, and they're kind of like countersunk, so they're going to fall right in, as you can see. So what do you guys think of the new cover? Leave a comment down below. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not sure if I'm in love with the Drag Cartel one. And the only reason is because it kind of stands out now, depending on, like, you know, if you're on this side of the motor and you're just looking here, as the old one was painted to match the block, so it kind of just blended in there. Now you just got this, you know, this billet black anodized piece right here that it's cool, you're looking at it, but it's kind of like taking your eyes there. I don't know, not sure how I feel about it. Leave a comment down below if you guys like it or not. That is pretty much everything I've got for you guys today. I just wanted to come into the garage, knock some very small jobs out very quickly, show you the progress of the car, where it's at. I am deciding that I think I'm going to rip my engine harness out and I want to redo it. After I did Carter's engine harness and I reloomed his and tucked it, made me want to redo mine, because I did mine so many years ago. I didn't have as much knowledge as I do now with doing electrical and wiring. So I'm looking at my harness and it looks hideous, and I kind of want to redo it. So drop a comment down below. Let me know if you guys want to see me redo my engine harness, because I have some better ideas and different way of doing it than the way I did Carter's. The biggest eyesore is just this bolt. It's just bunched right here where it's just got tape and the wrong size loom on it, and I just, you know, and then the tape is coming off here, and I hate it. I really hate it, and I want to redo the engine harness. So definitely leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys, if you want to see that, how far in depth you want to see it. I'll leave a card again right here so you guys can see when I did Carter's engine harness. This one I have a different idea, and it's going to be a little different if I decide to do it over this winter break. I hope this video pretty much just gave you guys some quick entertainment. I wanted to upload something. I want to upload a little more. Let me know if you want to see, what else do you want to see? Like, as far as content, I know I uploaded that behind the build video of me and Jay. Leave a comment down below who you want me to interview next. That's something else that I want to get going again, because those are like filler content. I can just upload those videos when I don't have anything to work on, and just give me some ideas what else you guys want to see. I'm not a vlogger. I've thought about it, you know, like, but I don't do a lot of car related stuff throughout the day. So just drop some comments down below. Let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay motivated and keep making those streets louder.